Hi there, thanks for checking in. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Today we are here to take a look at the 2022 Maruti Dzire on how it drives on a hilly terrain. The road I chose today is between Ooty and Masnagudi, which is famous for its 36 hairpin bends. You always see a lot of test mules on this particular stretch with various brands testing out their cars before their launch. Though I'm traveling downhill right now, I would first like to talk about how the Dzire performed while I tried to conquer the uphill roads to reach the Queen of Hills. The Suzuki Dzire comes with a 1.2-liter petrol engine that produces about 89 bhp. When you are traveling uphill, this engine might feel a little underpowered, constantly requesting you to shift down the gears. I would have preferred to have a peppier diesel turbo engine, which would have taken us all the way up within no time. But keep in mind, Maruti gives you only petrol options. In terms of how the road looks while sitting inside a Dzire, I think it's a good space to be in, especially with height adjustable seats on the ZXI and ZXI Plus variants. You can really get a good view of the road in front of you. So let's also talk about the corner stability of this sedan. On the hills, while you're taking on a corner, I think this is really planted. It gives you more confidence with the response that you get from the steering wheel. Maruti has also had a tie-up with tire makers Bridgestone to produce tires especially for the Dzire, which really handles well. In terms of traction, it does well. It sticks to the road and does its job. My driving experience on the Dzire, both uphill and downhill, has been good. My only complaint on my drive uphill or downhill is to have had more power on offer. So I have been constantly toggling between the second and third gear while I was climbing up. So this gives you a good idea about how it drives uphill. The other side of the story is that you're going to save a lot of fuel with the 1.2-liter engine that Maruti has offered. I reset my fuel economy meters just before climbing the hill, and I went up the hill, spent 2 days doing some rounds here and there, and while I came back down, I saw that I had an average of about 19 kilometers per liter. The other thing that I realized when I started using the Dzire on the hills is that this comes with a very good pair of horns. They are very loud enough to keep you safe around these blind corners. Sometimes the horn actually feels as loud as an old school SUV. Let's also talk about another important aspect, which is the braking. The Dzire comes with disc brakes up front and drum brakes in the rear. The initial bite on offer is really good as soon as you stamp the brake pedals. Like I already said, these Bridgestone tires also offer very good amount of traction. Now let's also talk about how the Dzire handles around the corners. Is there a large amount of body roll? I would say no. The body roll is minimum, considering that this being a sedan with all the center of gravity and other things coming into picture, it's a really good car to be in. Overall, my verdict is that if you are an enthusiast who always loves to have power and torque at your hands, then this engine may not be the one for you. The flip side of the coin is that this car is a very comfortable space to be in. It gives you ample amount of space for the passengers sitting behind and those who are in front, with height adjustable seats as well. In terms of connectivity, on the ZXI variant you get both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which are wired. You also get 2 additional tutors with 4 speakers, which sounds good. And that comes to an end on my review on how the Dzire feels on the hills. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this video if you liked it. I leave the rest of the time for you to enjoy this beautiful view of the Queen of Hills. Thanks guys, bye bye.